During this break time app video, we're going to look at a really good little application that really helps teaching ICT, computing and programming. The app that we're going to look at is one called Toca Boca Builders. Now there is a whole range of Toca Boca apps that I would recommend to pretty much anybody who's teaching in primary schools. They're particularly good for EYFS. So in this case, we're looking at very early interactions with programming. I'm going to press play. And it gives me a few simple options. I can start playing with some of my Toca Boca projects that I've made in the past, or I can begin a new one by hitting the plus. When I hit the plus, it opens up a new world for me to create. Now, first things first, you can use pinch gestures and your finger to navigate around the view of the world that you are plonked into. So I'm going to zoom in. You then have a series of controls. Probably the most important one is the little smiley face at the bottom. Hitting this enables you to select different characters who all have different building properties. So I'm going to stick with my guy right here because he's nice and simple. And we're going to have a look at some of the other controls that are on the screen. Now the first one, which is pretty obvious, is this one down here in the right hand corner. This enables me to move my character forward. The lever on the other side enables me to change the direction. And then the last icon on the right hand side enables me to start building. So I can put a block right here. So I can really start to build something nice and easily. I also have an icon that changes the colour of my blocks. So I'm going to go for purple. Here we go. Now I can use a combination of these different controls to build lots and lots of different bits and pieces. So I might want to put a red block here, and so on and so forth. Now, if I go back to my characters here, I could change to someone else. So say if I wanted to do something that was 2D, I might want to go for my character here. Now my character here uses this little paint gun to put splodges on the ground or on blocks. So I can use this basketball to navigate around the world and hit this button for him to fire a splodge there. Now I can also interact with the blocks that have been created over here. So if I wanted to have a red top on this, I can do. And so on and so forth. Going back to my different characters, I have this fella here who I can move around using the ball. And when I press a block, he'll create it on top of him. Now what's quite nice about this as well is that I can scroll using this lever and go higher or lower. So I could start to build up almost like a step or a series of steps. Once you're happy with your building, you can zoom right out and take a picture. So I might want to have a look at what my character over here has achieved. Zoom right in. At any point, I can press the camera here and take a picture of what I've done. Now this picture automatically saves to your camera roll, so it could be used in a bit of work that you're doing on the iPads. It could be printed off as evidence. But this is a really nice way of letting children explore operational and instructional options when it comes to programming and computing.